Is it time to make magic?
It's time to make magic. Okay. Tell us what's up, girl.
Well, it's Quidditch time, baby. And I am not trying to make a broom. I might one day, who knows? Because sometimes on my walks with my dogs, I'm like, oh, that looks like it would be a good stick. But, me and nature, we're just not that good of friends. So one day, maybe, I don't know. But I thought of what better thing to do than to make a snitch. And I will tell you that you can, if you want to make a Ferrero Rocher snitch, you can do that. Those are super easy. The Ferrero Rocher is already gold, and you just get little wings. You can buy them online if you want to make them so easy, or you can cut them. Now, there are some differences between book snitches and movie snitches in that in the movie, the wings are gold. However, in the book, it says that the wings are silver. Now, when I was making my snitch, I told you that I did not feel the silver wings. I just didn't like the juxtaposition between the gold snitch and the silver wings. However, the more and more I was making it and putting my time and effort into it, and the way that the gold turned out, my wings are silver. I flip-flopped on my own thing. Anyway, let's take a look at the pictures so that we can discuss. So here are some materials. This is not all of the materials, but some of them. I used a ping pong ball as my inside. And then I'm sure we all have a pair of headphones, like old ones, the kind that you split to make longer, and like the wires. So you just use those wires to make like a guide on the ping pong ball, and then some paint and some glue, some plastic adhesive. Let's go on. So there's the plastic adhesive, and then what I did is with a marker, I drew kind of a guide as to where I wanted my lines to be. And then I started cutting the wire and putting it on the guide. It was just a rough guide. And then this is what it started to look like more. And this is the bottom. Now, mind you, you can find a full guide, like a full-on what does a snitch really look like. But what's the fun? I mean, if you want to make it exactly the same, sure. But you can do whatever you want, right? You can make it swirly, flowery, whatever. It's up to you how close to the real thing you want to make it. And then for the, like, not eyeballs per se, but kind of, I used beads. And I also had wire to put in the wings. And then I used my adhesive, my glue, plastic adhesive to put the little beads on. And make sure that the holes are, the holes in the bead are sticking up and a little bit out, because that's where you're going to insert your wings. And then you can see that I put wire on the spine of the wings. So what I did is I basically cut diamonds, and then I put the wire in the middle, and then folded it over the wire so that the wire could be kind of like on the edge. leave a little bit of that wire sticking out because that's what we're going to put in the hole. And the way that you cut the wings is completely up to you. If you look at the next one, that's how I cut them into really fine lines. And so I would cut a line and then I would cut a really fine piece and pull it out so that there was more space between each wing or each feather or whatever you want to call it. And that's what it looked like.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it came out really cute.
Yeah, I can
I'm
show
a
you
little
the real.
scared.
Wah, wah, wah,
Oh, I'm a little bit scared.
So I used the spray paint was what I ended up using. And the cool part about having the wire in the wings is that you can manipulate it to whatever kind of shape you want it to end up looking like. I just folded them out a little bit like this. And actually, if I end up doing it, I'll let you guys know. But I think I'm going to make this into an ornament, a Christmas tree ornament. So what I'm going to do is just take one of those really super tiny screws, the ones with the little hook on the end, and maybe screw it in to the base here. And then have a string on it so that I can add it to the collection. But yeah, I mean, you can literally manipulate the wing because of the wire that's in there. You can shape it out like wide, or you can give it the kind of little S curve that I've done for it here. You can.
What kind of paper did you use for the wings?
I used like kind of I don't know.
Like a cardstock?
Kind of. It's a little bit thinner than cardstock. It's still thicker paper, and it already comes silver like this. In Japan, we have this packet from the dollar store that is literally a sheet of gold, a sheet of silver, and a sheet of bronze. And I think 2 sheets of each color come in the package. And literally, I mean, you're only using a little bit. But if you don't have silver paper, you can just use regular paper and use silver paint. That's fine. But the spray paint, the gold spray paint that I used for the actual Snitch, I really liked the shine to it and how it matched the silver paper. And that's why I ended up sticking with the silver wings. So yeah, I'll let you know. I'll show you guys when I end up putting it as an ornament. I'm going to try to do that next. Yeah, it was super easy. I would say that it probably took no more than like 2 hours in total. Because you've got to let stuff dry. So it's going to take longer than that. But you can just work on it, set out to put the little wires on and everything, let it dry, then come back, spray paint it, let it dry. And then while you let it dry, you can make the wings. And that's it.
Okay. I'm going to see if my Daiso has... I'm going to see if my Daiso has the paper
I put a
when I go back again.
In the bead and outside the bead so that you can stick the wing on there and it's not going to like flop over like a dog ear, right? Okay. You want to put a little bit of glue in there to secure the metal. But yeah.
I got to see if my Daiso has the paper, and if not, then I'll go another route. But I got my golf balls already when I picked up the stuff for the Remembrall, so we'll see what happens. Yep,
you got ping pong balls?
I got ping pong balls.
Okay, you said golf balls.
Oh, dang it. No, golf balls are what they practice with. Ping pong balls are what I got.
Set.
All right. We'll see what happens. All right.
Did you make your craft, your remember?
I did. And by the time this episode drops, they will have seen it already. But at the time that we are recording, I have not completed it, but I am working on it.
Okay. Then I am going to anxiously just wait for the clip to come out.
Okay. All right. Time for our very last segment of the episode. You ready?
Yes. I'm ready.